We have all heard, at one point or another, that drugs are a detriment to our health. But have you ever asked yourself why or how? Before we can talk about how it affects the brain, we have to understand what the brain does. The brain is an organ that sends and receives signals that allows the rest of your body to communicate with it. This amount of matter controls the body and its functions. So what does that have to do with drugs? The abuse of drugs actually affects the way the brains function. Imagine not having entire control over what you do and how you think. The most interesting fact to me is that drugs, like marijuana, can make it very hard to recall what you just said or even did. What does that have to do with the brain? The drug affects the prefrontal cortex and the hippocampus, which are the places that control thinking and memory. Addiction. Ask yourself, what is the first thing you think about when you see or hear the word addiction? What memories come to mind? Believe it or not, addiction and the brain are directly tied together. Addiction is an inability to stop even when a person wants to, according to the scholastic scope. This inability is caused by, you guessed it, the brain. Drugs work on the limbic system, which is the pleasure center. It makes you feel good, but the drug becomes less pleasurable after continued use. As a result, drug users end up taking more in order to feel as they once did. Drugs change the way the brain functions in such a way that it takes away your control. It turns what was once voluntary actions and turns them into habitual and compulsive actions. In the end, you have addiction. These are just a few ways drugs affect our brain and behavior. Everything you put into your body can have a significant change in the way that your brain or body functions. It should make us more conscious about what we're doing every time we do something negative to our bodies. Do not let drugs control you. Stay in control of your mind and body. You saw and heard the negative effects. Do the research. Don't do drugs.
Created using Powtoon.